Hello, hello. I don't know what happened, but this just, disconnected. I don't know how long I've been speaking to the air without knowing. So, oh my god, I'll just, continue talking a little bit. I have no idea. I'm not gonna edit, so I'm not gonna cut this video with the other one because, sorry, sincerely, my laptop no longer has the space, so I can't handle it. So there's no editing. This is how it is going to be. So I was talking about Catholicism and gathering resources and the lack of sacredness in our lives, in our ordinary lives, in our Western world, and many of us only understand that when we're getting old. When we're getting old, I would say 40s, 50s, when we understand that we're going to die, then we start to be a little bit more concerned with our spiritual life. That's what I was saying. And this is like ordinary, young people do not concern themselves with that. They just want to live their lives, which is normal. But it's sad, it is very sad that no sacredness is given to them. And I'm talking about here more in the Catholicism point of view, because that's my point of view, because this is my experience. This is where I live, okay? my cultural inheritance is within religion is Catholicism. So Católica Apostólica Romana, okay? So there should be going to church. There should be, in my opinion. From a very early age, we should reserve the Sundays or the Saturdays or whatever day of the week, if you can't go to Sundays, to church. As a family, at least that. In one of the prophecies, I'm sorry, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I don't have like glasses of water here. One of the prophecies, I don't know if it was the Virgin complaining or if it was the Virgin saying that Jesus complained about this, that she said, I gave you 6 days and you don't even give me one. Meaning you have 6 days for you as humans to do as you want. One of those days should be for me, meaning go to church, think of Jesus and God and the saints, and have a sacredness in your life. So my opinion, as an older person, if you went back in time and you interviewed me as a 20-year-old, and if you think and ask me as a 20-year-old if this would be necessary in life, I would laugh. I would laugh so hard. I would like, that's so stupid. Sundays are for fun or whatever. Actually, in Sundays I actually work on Sundays. So it's not our modern life in the Western world. It's not even structured in a way that takes into consideration God and the sacredness of God and the sacredness of divinity bigger than us and also inside of us, our own inner sacred divinity. It's not structured like that. You just disregard it completely. So in one of the apparitions, Virgin was saying that, like, I give you all. So I think she was saying what Jesus said or something like that. I give you everything, I give you 6 days, and you will not give me one. So you don't go to church, you don't make one day sacred. So I think since a very early age, we should go to church, pray the rosary as much as you can, and study the religion itself. Study. We have 2,000 years, if not more, of resources. This religion has 2,000 years. We should study our religion, study our religion, understand why things are the way they are right now. Just study it as an historian. but also as someone who wants to be more connected and closer to their own religion. Again, my point of view is Catholicism. You can apply that to Hinduism, whatever, if you just happen to fall here, to have fallen into my channel. So I think we should study it, to understand better where certain things come from, where certain traditions come from. Because we have so many things. So, like the video that just stopped, I showed a book. Let's see if it stops again. I showed the book. Let's see if it is the book. Confessions. Confissões Saint Agostinho. Confessions of Saint Augustine. And it's in Portuguese and in Latin. So you have the Portuguese translation and you have the Latin. I think he wrote in Latin. So I'm going to read this in Latin again to see if the camera is going to stop again. Com efeito, como ele se admirasse de que eu, que ele tanto estimava, estivesse de tal modo pegado ao visco daquele prazer. Cum enim me ile miraretor, quen nom parui penderet, ita aerere visco ilios voluptatis et affirmarem. You see, this could be also a resource to learn Latin. Another thing, I think we all should learn Latin if you're Catholic, if you're Christian, in any shape or form. We should all learn Latin because we'll be closer not only to our own religion, and in our particular case in Portugal, we'll be closer to our language. Before the revolution, we had in Revolution 1974, I was born in 1973 in France. I'm not French, I was just born there, okay? My parents were immigrants. There was Latin. You'd learn Latin in schools before and so we had a dictatorship, a right-wing dictatorship for almost 50 years. And, things weren't great, but a few things that were good, in my opinion, they just ended them. Latin, in my opinion, is one of the things that should still be in schools, and you should be learning Latin. Why? You're Portuguese, in my case, again. Oh, I have to work. I have to go to work. Anyway, the Portuguese would be better. Our Portuguese would be better. We'd understand the connections of the language. By understanding the language itself, we'd understand where it comes from. We'd make a connections with the religion. We'd be smarter in so many levels. We'd be knowledgeable of ourselves in our own history at so many levels, not just historically speaking, but also religiously speaking, spiritually speaking. We'd know more about ourselves, if we learned Latin. It shouldn't be just English, it should be Latin from, I'm going to say, first grade up to 12th grade, What else? So that's what I think. We should go to church, and I should go to church more. Oh my God, I can't even tell you when was the last time. We should pray the rosary, if possible, every day. That's like one of the things that the Virgin Mary kept. She keeps asking the same, pray the rosary every day. Pray for the conversion. Pray for the Pope and the bishops. She keeps asking the same. And do we keep doing it? Not really. And another thing is like study the resources, anything connected with Christianity and how it developed, and the people who were very important in that, like Saint Augustine. There's also Saint Ambrose, and there's so many others. There's like the fathers of the church. I don't even know them all. We should know these things and not wait like me until you're 50. And then you start learning this stuff because you never had an interest before, or because the world in which you live in does not have the structure to give you this. And not all of us are very smart and understand certain things early on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, it's just an opinion. Oops. And again, buy my book, Renata de FEIA, if you want to learn Portuguese. Renata the Ugly. Buy this. Tell me, like, send an email if you like living in Europe, except UK. Because taxes and stuff. If you want to buy this and tell me, give me an offer, because I don't know the value. So I did this today. I did this little green, and then it's brown. It's going to be a masterpiece. No, it's not. Buy my book, and that's it. I'm saying goodbye from your favorite writer, Agatha Simões. See ya. Bye bye.